This is the Marex 440 and it's already scooped a mantelpiece full of awards, but this is the world premiere of the Scandinavia version, which means a new layout on deck. It's also the 2-cabin version, which there's been very little coverage of up to this point. So the question is, with this new arrangement, have they made a good boat even better? Let's find out. I'm Jack Haines, welcome to YachtBuyer. These spaces here are identical to the original gourmet cruiser version that was launched, but just as a little reminder, what we've got back here is actually a very smart hydraulic bathing platform, lashings of teak here, typical Marex product. The quality hits you from the off, and as does the practicality. So as you drop this platform down, you can see there's steps here in the deck, so they run out to create a night passageway down into the water, and you've got built-in chocks for a tender too. So these just simply pop up like that. You've got them both sides, and then when you don't want them, they're away flush, so you're not going to stub your toe on anything. There's storage underneath all of these sections as well, pop up on gas rams. You can see plenty of space in there to stow fenders, lines, cleaning kit, and you've got those all along the transom too. And also they come out far enough that it also works nicely as a bench. Drop this down, you have your feet in the water, a really nice place to sit and observe. Heading into the cockpit, past these lovely teak handrails. This is a really nice protected area. You can of course fully enclose it with Marex's very clever curtain canopy system. They tuck away in there, and they're like curtains, they draw around, and within a minute or two you have fully enclosed this area. But there's extra flexibility because above my head there's a manual sunroof, which is really nice and easy. So again, within seconds you've got this open, or you can close it up and offer some shade to what is a really nice seating area. And note how high the backs are all the way around, so wherever you are in this seating area you should be nice and comfortable. Really high quality table, beautiful woodwork here right at the centre of this area, and things like how easy the storage is to get to. You just lift up this lid, no messing around with cushions. This is all nice and smooth and lined out on gas rams, so again, so comfortable just to pop stuff away and get to it nice and easy. Right, this is where the major changes happen. In the gourmet cruiser version, this was all galley. Great if you're really into your food, but realistic on a boat of this size, how much galley space do you really need? So what you've added with the Scandinavia version is this really nice seating area. Loads of space in here, but it also connects well because this window drops down, as you can see, to this area as well. So everybody can be sitting around the boat and still in contact with each other, and you've still got a decent galley. And what they've done is worked in some good cooling space. Often that is where these types of galleys will fall down. You don't get enough fridge space, but you've got these two deep Vitafrigo chest fridges. This one's even deeper, as you can see, very much stocked with drinks at the boat show. But that really isn't too bad in terms of cooling space, and you've got even more down here as an option underneath here. So you should be okay with cooling space and high quality components as well. Vitafrigo fridges, they've got an exclusive agreement with Miele as well, so you've got Miele induction hob, oven, and your twin sink up here. But look at this sort of stuff. This is what, it seems simple, but sets Marex apart. They think about everything. There's somewhere to put these. When you take these loose lids off, you can mount them here. And they also sort of act as flashbacks, so when you're doing the washing up, you're not going to get the seats covered in crud. Really nice. Got these stools underneath the table as well, so as well as those you can sit around there, you can get a couple more perched on this side. And this is a really clever arrangement. If I just flip this table this way, this is currently obviously in your dining arrangement, but when the boat's moving along, what you can do is they've got this nice backrest, because that's a really nice place to sit. But so you can convert it, you can remove this panel, which I think might get a bit lost. They might need to think of a better way of sort of stowing that when you're not using it, but it does allow you to slide that across, and then with that out the way, look at that mechanism. And just like that, you've got a double navigator seat that raises up as it moves backwards. So now 2 more people can sit high up, facing forward, and this is a nice feature. You've got these little legs that come out. And it's nice that it's all really beautiful wood as well. No sort of plastic involved here. And then you've got this little counter here. where you could maybe have some snacks, have your drinks. You could even put your laptop here and do some work. Really nice use of space, and also beautifully executed with some storage that's all laid out underneath as well. I love that sort of thing. Very Marex. And note, side doors on both sides. Over to the helm. Again, they've really thought about the ergonomics here. Look how nice and close I am to the Helm Station. The major controls pop out here on this little unit, so everything that you're going to use to control the boat is really close to you. This is adjustable as well. You can slide the seat back, and you've got a bolster, so you can get comfortable no matter how tall you are, really. And because this is raised up, if I bolster it back, I can stand and I can put my head clear of the shroud. So if you're mooring, you see how they've raised up the joystick as well? So if you're coming into moor, I can communicate with the crew, I can reach the joystick, I can see all around. They've made handling the boat at slow speed and high speed really easy. And another thing that's quite unique about this boat is you can have it with shaft drive, stern drive, and IPS. There are very few boats that offer all three these days. So however you want to use your boat, you've got a drive system that suits you. Top speed with IPS and stern drives is about 35 knots. This one's got the stern drive with the joystick. Sub 30 knots with the shaft drive. Shows you how efficient IPS and stern drives are, but it's just a nice option to have if you want the good old shafts. Right, before we head downstairs, let's go and check out the foredeck. There's another sunroof, of course, another manual one there. So again, that's a really flexible area. You can close it up if it's a cold winter's day, or if you're down in the med, open it up and you've got some natural ventilation. And this is a nice space. It's really easy to move around. Again, this beautiful teak runs all the way forward, and you've got teak capping on the bulwarks as well. This is wide and flat, but the railing's still coming out nice and high, so it feels perfectly safe moving forward. And you've got a hidden anchor as well on this boat, so a flap pops out, the anchor goes forward, and it comes back in, and it looks really nice and clean when the anchor is away. Really deep anchor locker as well. Look at that, clean as a whistle down there. Plenty of space for chain, and you could drop some fenders down there if you wanted to, but as I said, most of your fender storage is going to be at the back of the boat. And this is quite a nice little trick as well. This lovely looking sunpad in place here on the foredeck, flanked again by some nice woodwork. You're never short of a bit of woodwork on board a Marex, but you can chuck this entire cushion into the water. It floats and becomes a bit of a lilo that you can tie off at the back of the boat when you're lounging around in the sun. Pretty cool, huh? Let's head downstairs. Now on the 3-cabin version, through here would be access to another cabin. Obviously, if you want loads of sleeping space, that's the one for you. However, if you're going to be a couple sleeping on board most of the time with occasional guests, I'd say this layout works really nicely because it grants both cabins so much more space, and crucially, you have 2 separate bathrooms, so privacy is excellent. This cabin has direct access to its own bathroom behind the door there. Now, obviously, we're running under the saloon, so headroom is a little bit compromised. You're sort of crawling into the bed, but what a bed. It's huge, and crucially, the quality feels really good down here. The backlighting behind the mirror, the use of materials, you've got reading lights up there, and natural light is pretty good because you've got big portions of hull window back here. And nice that you've got this sofa so you don't have to sit on the bed to do everything. You've got somewhere else to lay down and lounge out. And also, this is great for storage. Put your bags on here, fold your clothes, that sort of thing. And you've got proper storage up here too. Now, you're not going to be getting changed down here because the only place you can stand really is here in the lobby. So yeah, there's enough space for one person to get changed, and useful to have these hooks up here. They've got a dressing gown at the moment, but you put your coats up here. Yeah, it's not too bad. Right, moving forward, we come to the owner's cabin, and this benefits in the 2-cabin arrangement as well. This area is pretty much the same as the 3-cabin. So you've got this nice double bed, steps on either side, so although this is set quite high, it's easy to get up into the bed, and you've got storage dotted all the way around the outside, and you've got your nice mirrors and lockers behind those too. But the big change is the bathroom. I also really like the use of glass in these doors. It means that you're getting light through even with the doors closed. But look at the size of this shower. This is what you're benefiting from not having the 3rd cabin. This would be the lobby area for the 3rd cabin, and now it's just shower space. This is like the shower from a 50, maybe 60 footer. It's remarkable. And obviously you can close it off, so when you're having a shower, you're not soaking the rest of the bathroom where you've got your toilet, your sink, and again, a really good array of storage under the sink and at eye level as well. This is a really luxurious space. Right, let's check out the engine room. Engine room access. We've got a split hatch arrangement, But this day-to-day hatch is really quite big, and what's smart is you've got a ladder at that end, but if you're stuck this end like I am, they put a step on top of the engine so you can drop yourself down really quite easily. And the space, okay, headroom's limited, it's going to be on a boat of this size, but it is absolutely immaculate down here. And because with the stern drives, the engines are as far back as they'll go because the legs are coming out of the transom, there's loads of space in front of them, and it's all sectioned off as well. So if you want storage boxes down here, they're not going to slide around. It's all covered in checker plate, not great on the knees, but easy to clean, and it looks really smart. And the engineering is just great, and the cabling is all really neat. Your filters are really easy to get to. It's really easy to look around and spot, and you'll immediately know if something isn't where it should be. Access to things like the dipsticks to check oil is really good. You can really easily by eye check the raw water strainers. It's going to be much the same with the other engine options as well. It's a really good engineering space, and if you want even more room above these engines, you can adjust the table and you can lift up this hatch as well. But day to day, this is great. If you are a bit of a gourmand and relish the idea of cooking up a real feast on board your Marex 440, well, the Gourmet Coupe is a brilliant option. But for me, the way this boat is going to be used, I think this is the way to have it. It works so well, adds a bit more living space, a bit more comfort on deck, and I also think the two cabin arrangement works brilliantly as well. But I'd be interested to know, if you were speccing this boat, which version would you go for? Gourmet Cruiser or Scandinavia? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching that tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give us a like if you did. And if you want to watch my tour of the Gourmet Cruiser version, I'll put that for you up there. And remember, there's loads more information on both models on yachtbuyer.com. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jack Haines. This is YachtBuyer.